Why race? To prove yourself, to scare yourself, to test your machinery, to win. That's why we all race, right? Well, yeah, there's probably elements of that in all of us. However, the essence of why we race is probably more to do with exploring new terrain, to ride some new trails, to meet some new friends. That spirit of adventure, that's why we race, right? Until that is, you're on the start line and the clock starts ticking, your heart starts racing at 300 miles an hour and your stomach is in bits. Unless, of course, you're Sam Hill, whose mood simply never changes from the moment he arrives at an event until the minute he crosses the finish line. World Downhill Champion, Enduro World Series Champion. Sadly, I'm not Sam Hill, but I'm going to give it a go. The Enduro then is a mix of e-bikes and non-e-bikes. It's a mountain bike event, so we're looking at about 350 riders, of which 70 are e-bikers, so about a fifth of the entry. So in today's ride we're looking at 4 to 5 stages, 1,000 feet of climbing, a total distance of about 25 k's. So what am I expecting from today's race? Well, the great thing about doing an event like this is that you're actually going into the unknown. I don't know what the trails are going to be like, I don't know what the surface conditions are going to be like, I don't know how tight it's going to be, I don't know whether I'm going to have to push harder or slower, I don't know how much risk you have to take. It's just all unknown, and I think that's the great thing about doing an unsighted enduro race, is that unknown feeling. Whoa, that was a long climb. There's a lot of people here buried themselves even before the start of the stage. So here we are, the start of stage 1. The nerves are already beginning to go. I'm beginning to ask myself, why on earth do I do it? And it's pretty simple, really. Adrenaline, simple as that. Okay, so goggles on, stage 1. Okay, stage 1 is go. Ooh, a bit loose at the start. Got no idea what's ahead of us, don't know whether it's wet, dry, so I'm in eco mode. Oh, nice bit of earth. Nice line jack. Ooh. Oh, wet rocks already. Holy, oh my God. I can sense on the side of me is just the most amazing view. Oh boy, this is technical. Oh my God. I can't imagine what Jack is thinking, because this is not what I expected. This is full on. Oh, this is a full-on stage. This is way more tech than I thought, Jack. That track is really cut up well. Oh boy. This is a technical track. Wow, it's getting really quite steep now. It's falling away. This is a hell of a track. I absolutely love it. Whoa!
Stage 1 began smooth, wide and fast, but quickly turned into beaten up, rocky and disorderly terrain, made even harder by the previous few days' rain. It certainly was a puzzle to ride, as Jack the cameraman found out many times.
Whoa, Jack's down. Whoa. Wow, that was hard. That was totally not what I expected. I expected it to be sort of relatively smooth and flowy. It was super technical, steep, and some amazing corners in there. I tell you what, it's no surprise that the French are the kings of enduro, because that was a proper enduro stage. But does e-mountain bike racing make sense? You know what? That's a question I've been asking myself constantly over the last 2 years. Back in the summer, me and the Don did the Bosch e-mountain bike experience in Lake Garda. It's part downhill, part uphill, part trials, part orienteering, and for many people it was a great way to be introduced to the edginess associated with racing. And I love racing. I love the fact that you put everything together for that one race run, putting everything on the line. But e-bike racing, it's a bit different. I know that different motors give you different amounts of torque, and I think some bikes definitely will give some riders the edge. The second thing is that, having ridden with my daughter on e-bikes quite a lot, is that my weight will probably go against me in an e-bike race. So I'm still a bit undecided about e-bike racing, really. Whoa, are you serious? This is the bloody Liaison stage. This is ridiculous. I tell you what, this is brutal. Oh my God, it's getting even muddier. This is absolutely ridiculous. I can see why people have said this is a really, really hard race. Oh my God! See that sweat, hard-earned sweat, even on an e-bike. So here we are at the start of stage 2. I'm hoping for something a little drier on this stage compared to the north face of stage 1. It's not just about the racing, it's about the smells and the atmosphere. And I'm not just talking about smelly body armour, I'm talking about the rosemary and the thyme. Yeah, it's all about the thyme, right? I mean, why has he got a badger? I mean, excuse-moi. Excuse-moi. What's the badger for?
It's for a movie.
The badger's for a movie.
Stage 2, flat out, fast, and a very different proposition to stage 1. It was a mighty, mighty fine track.
That stage 2 is absolutely flat out. I love it, absolutely love it. I'm coming back for definite, just to ride that stage. Really different to stage 1. It was less steep and it was sandier and a lot grippier, but the speed, because of the gradient, was absolutely bonkers. Massive roots though, massive rocks. Whoa, that was something else. So we're now climbing up to stage 3. All day, we've been out in the saddle for about 4 hours now, and the banter between e-bikers, non-e-bikers is all good. We're just mountain bikers enjoying the trail. So, do you know what? We're going to be hard pushed to get back full dark. Long day out. Now, I was down at the start line earlier chatting to a local rider. He just happened to be double Olympic gold medalist Julian Absalon, who rides for Moustache e-bikes. And he tells me that the reason he likes riding his e-bikes is the fact that he can actually ride up some of the hills that he previously wasn't able to do so. And that coming from a guy who's, you know, like I said, is double Olympic gold medalist, then that's saying something, right? Wow. Well, check that out. Red rock, grey rock. Gorge de Verdun in the background. That is some backdrop to an e-bike race. Now this is just an observation. The transfer stages have been super steep, and like I said, it's just an observation. I'm seeing a lot of people pushing some very expensive mountain bikes in these hills. I won't say anything else. That's it. Okay, we're at the halfway point of the enduro race, and I'm feeling a little bit weary, even on an e-bike. And I'm still beginning to question whether I'm totally into e-bike racing. First of all, absolutely love riding down the down stages. That is my idea of heaven. However, when it comes to racing, I still know that a motor is going to make a difference, and there's going to be differences between the other motors. I've ridden every single motor out there, and I know there's differences in speed. So what I do know is that speed is actually not one of the main reasons that I ride an e-bike. At the same time, I'm thinking about climbing. It's all about power to weight. So I also know that a 60 kilo rider is going to have a significant advantage over a 90 kilo rider when it comes to climbs. As it turns out, this race hasn't got that many climbs. It's got big climb liaison stages. But what I do know, if there were climbs in a stage, then the difference between a 60 kilo rider and a 90 kilo rider can be up to 2 minutes on a 10-minute climb. So I'm not sure about it, you know, still. However, pondering aside, I'm really enjoying this race, and I think this really is the essence of enduro riding, the fact that we're riding these stages unseen. So you have to interpret the terrain and the trail as you're making your way down there. Have to take a few risks, but that's part of the game. This is definitely one of the best races I've done in recent history.
Stage 3 was equally as involved as the previous two, now more loam, wider arcing turns and long as the rocks kept coming on relentlessly.
terrain. It's a lot drier in here now, loads faster, some sneaky little rocks. Oh, what a workout. You always got, holy oh, didn't expect that. Jumps aren't really my cup of tea. Track's now steepening up. Oh wow, proper downhill track. Whoa! Oh, this punchy climb. Oh my God. Oh. This is hard on an e-bike. You okay? Okay. It's hard on an e-bike. Whoa. What is going on? So cool. So cool. Oh, so you're going down. You're going to work out your line choices as you're making your way down the hill, trying to get good exit speed. Whoa! Oh my God, we're actually still on the stage. It's so long. Whoa! Oh, shit. Oh, oh God. Oh my God. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Absolutely love it. That's proper mountain biking, that is. Jack, we're late. We need to get a crack on. Let's go. Stage 4, the final test. As you can see, we're right at the back of the pack. We've been on the bike now we started off 1 o'clock, it's now 6 o'clock. So what a day out of that. Last transfer to this last stage was super tech single track, loads of steps to climb up, and you know, we haven't got out of the seat all day. We've been on the bike riding, and that's it, right? That's what you want to do. You want to be riding all day. Loads drier. Oh, getting rocks all over the place. We're just looking for a line, exit points, smooth lines through the sections. Ooh, bloody hell! Look at this! Look at this! Look at this! Whoa, that was so tech. Mega. Photographer in the wrong place. Sorry, photographer. Oh, knife edge. What the hell? I can see a rider in front of me. That's the thing about enduro racing, is that trying to anticipate places to overtake. Sorry guys, whoa, coming through. It's these blind brows, which are the ones that get you. Look at this, absolute mess. Oh! Beautiful, absolutely beautiful trail. What's going on here? Oh, look at this. Oh, it's a mess. I made a mess. Well, that's it. That is it. That is it. Police are calling me down. We pulled over. Cheers, boss. Well, that's it. End of stage 4. 4 amazing stages. Very involved, very technical, very engaging. Exactly what enduro mountain bike stages should be like. All about 3 to 4 minutes, really physical, but all over physical, not just pedaling physical. Yes! Wow, what a great day out. Here we are back in the square of Rockburn on the enduro part of the Rock Desert Festival. Now, I've got to let you into a little bit of a secret, a bit of a confession, is that I didn't actually enter the event in time, which meant I didn't get an entry, I didn't get a transponder, which meant I didn't get any times on the stages. Did it make any difference? This is the big question. I think it would have been a totally different experience had I have been racing. I'd have probably pushed myself a little bit harder, I'd probably got a little bit more tired, I'd probably have taken more risks. Would it have been a better experience? I'm not so sure. I think it would just have been a different experience to what we did today. Today was all about the riding, loving the trails, still pushing yourself pretty hard because, you know, I think that's what you do naturally. So yeah, great race to come to. I highly recommend coming to Roc d'Azur. Fantastic weather, fantastic environment, lovely smells, great people to hang out with. Great cameraman for putting up with me all day. So that's it. If you want to check out some more events we've been to, we went to the Bosch experience in Lake Garda, to check that out up here. And then there was the Shimano 5-day event in the Dolomites. Again, that was more an adventure rather than the race. That's down here. Thanks for watching. Give us a thumbs up if you like this video. Let us know your comments. Don't forget to subscribe to EMBN so we can keep more great videos coming your way. Cheers.